A lot's happened since last night. Iran attacked Israel and there are mixed reports of what's going around. Obviously, the mainstream media is catching up to social medias like X. So I thought, why not just react to what's on X? Assalamu alaikum guys and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. A lot of people thought Iran would not attack. Makes sense because of last time and the inadequate attack. However, this time the attack has been more aggressive and is yielding more results. So yeah, there you go. Israel is claiming that Iran targeted civilian homes. Alan McLeod says, wow, who could ever imagine a nation targeting a civilian population? We're going to see a lot of hypocrisies and watch the reactions of the people as they hear the same talking points of Israel, and Israel's going to be confused that, why is no one caring about us? Well, it's very difficult to do that after a genocide.
True Promise 1 was in April last year, and True Promise 2, which was on October 1st last year, those operations were intended to be deterrent. Clearly, that deterrence didn't work. Israel went ahead with this strike, not only bombing military sites, but targeting Iran's most senior military leadership.
True Promise 1, I think, was more about intelligence gathering to see what the Israelis, the Americans have as air defense and so on. And it was mostly very cheap drones to draw out their defense capabilities. And True Promise 2, they used serious weapons, but they wanted to test their accuracy. After True Promise 2, the Iranians decided if there's going to be an escalation, that the chances are that the Americans will get involved. And so Iran has to work on the accuracy of their missiles, their drones, but also they have to increase their underground bases, and they have to be prepared for potential American involvement in this conflict.
Israel murdered this boy in the terror attack on Iran, and they're ironically the ones talking about attacking civilians. Saudi Crown Prince continues to allow Israel to use Saudi airspace despite the ongoing genocide in Gaza. That's crazy. You're only seeing the damages to Tel Aviv because it's a populated area where everyone has phones ready to film. Iran also hit Nevatim, Tel Nov and Ovda air bases, but due to military censorship, you hear nothing about it. Iranian military spokesperson, our next missile launch will be 2,000 missiles. Our missile attacks on Israel will be 20 times more intense than the previous attacks. This was 22 minutes ago. You can see Loki's reposted it. It's on The Cradle, which is an online news magazine. Declassified UK are pretty good. Reports confirm Israel's use of F-35 warplanes in its attack on Iran. Over 15% of the components for which are made in the UK, including the rear fuselage, electronics and ejection seats. UK is complicit. Pakistani Defense Minister Khwaja Asif says Israel is targeting Yemen, Iran and Palestine. If the Islamic world doesn't unite now, we'll all face the same fate. Pakistan stands with Iran. Silence is no longer an option. Well, you're speaking facts right there. The UK has been quietly expanding its secret spy base near Iran. GCHQ refused knowledge it even exists. We captured a photo of it. Declassified UK is doing fantastic work. So Tehran Times posts an individual and his 9-year-old daughter that were killed in the Israeli attack. Okay, so this is, let's have a look at this. What is this? Video from the streets of Tel Aviv captures the aftermath of last night's Iranian retaliatory strikes. Let's have a look. For those of you that don't know what he's saying we got whooped real bad. Let's see what else. I regret everything that we did in Palestine. Man, did I say how badly we got whooped? So even my predecessors felt that whooping, it was bad. He's saying you need to carry on scrolling so you can see other views of that whooping we got. Oh yeah, this is my one. So Elon Levy used to be the former spokesman of Israel, and then he said, "I'm safe and in my building's bomb shelter." And I responded, "Terrible news. Maybe next time." Man's ratioed him, you know what I mean? Just casually. Tehran Times also posts this up, the martyrdom of Ali and his 2 young children in the attack. We're not hearing this, are we? We're just hearing the precision of the Israeli attacks. But children, it's not being mentioned. So this is Kenneth Roth, a former Human Rights Watch executive director. He says, Netanyahu says he attacked Iran to prevent it from developing a nuclear weapon. But number 1, Obama's deal had done that. Netanyahu convinced Trump to rip it up. Number 2, Trump was near a new deal. Netanyahu sabotaged it by bombing Iran. He just wanted to bomb Iran. Okay, so this is interesting. This is by the Times of Israel. They say the damage to Iranian nuclear sites so far doesn't appear significant, say experts. They note there is no visible evidence yet that Israel has hit underground facilities, but satellite imagery did not yet show significant damage to nuclear infrastructure, several experts said. So they're trying to make it seem to be, oh, we got them bad, Mossad did this, it was a fantastic operation, it was so precise and this and that, but we're hearing that it didn't even really hit the sites that they were supposed to. Okay, so I wanted to react to this clip as well. I saw it go around. It's good it's come back around again. Let's have a look.
Correspondent Trey Yingst has been up all night, is standing by with all the details. Trey, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Laura, following that Israeli attack against Iranian nuclear facilities and top IRGC leadership overnight and into today, the Iranians have responded with 3 waves of ballistic missiles. This is Israel's version of the Pentagon, the Kiryat. And the building on this compound was just hit.
Please go back. Go back, please. Go back.
Okay, as soon as he highlighted that Israel's version of the Pentagon was hit, then he now has to go back and they're pushing him back.
You can understand here, it's very tense at this specific location because the Iranians are now targeting the defense establishment of Israel. And so I'm going to have my cameraman pan up here to this building just across the street from the Kiryat. And
you see the defense establishment. Okay, and as hopefully we'll see from the other clips, this is in a residential area. So in other words, Israel has embedded its defense facilities amongst residents, which in their terms count as human shields. They're using the public as human shields. Israel admits that an Iranian missile landed within a few meters of the home of a former high-ranking Israeli security official. So this person says Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, annexing the West Bank, occupying parts of Lebanon and Syria, bombs neighbors at will, has nuclear weapons, bombs Iran, killing civilians. The world does nothing. When Iran retaliates, the world must not be silent. And all the flags, we condemn Iran. This was an interesting one posted by the handle of Israel's official account. They're making the claim that a police officer pulled a baby from the rubble of the family's destroyed home. So people are saying, let's have a look at the baby. No blood, no dust. The woman's shoes, clean. Her black clothes, clean. There seems to be no evidence of there being any contact with any rubble. He goes, Tel Aviv is starting to look like Gaza. Cheers. Yeah, I'll translate because obviously you guys don't speak their language. He's saying, and I quote, man, we got whooped. I'm standing on the place that we got whooped so bad. And then he reiterates again, boy, did we get whooped. So this is another guy called Raz saying, I've never seen such destruction. Feels like I am standing in Gaza. I hope they get a full taste of what it feels to be standing in Gaza. The world's been watching for the last couple of years. This guy has got no clue what it feels like standing in Gaza. This guy's been exposed many times. Guy called Vivid, proud Zionist. He says, I see dozens of missiles above me. Going into the bomb shelter now. This guy's an Indian. Let's see what the comments say. Yeah, nope. No missiles over India. I just checked the news. Another goes, dude, there are no missiles over Kanpur. Also, if you're going into a bomb shelter, Leave the Gutka packets out. And then this is also making the news as well. Iranian made defense system downed Israeli F-35 jet at high altitude with one shot. So this is Press TV. Macron, I mentioned him in my last video, says Iran is responsible for destabilizing the region. I'm seeing unanimously people saying that's why your wife slapped you. You know what I mean? Again, Israeli air defense systems using civilians as human shields. Firing from densely populated areas in Tel Aviv to intercept Iranian missiles. There's the article I was referring to. Iran becomes the first country to shoot down 5th generation F-35 fighter jets belonging to Israel.
U.S. intel view that among the targets were Israeli airfields, but also, and this is crucial, the headquarters of Mossad, the International Intelligence Service of Israel, which is inside Tel Aviv. It's in the
inside Tel Aviv. CNN have just blown the cover on these guys.
the northern part of Tel Aviv, but it's in the city. It's in a densely populated area.
Oh, in the city, densely populated area. Just say it, mate. Just say human shields. They're using people as human shields.
And of course, the concern is if you're firing, even though Iran might consider that a military target, it is in a densely populated city with civilians around it. And that's just one more layer of escalation.
That's just embarrassing. The mainstream media has pretty much just admitted they're using human shields. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're at so far. Let me know your thoughts, and inshallah, I'll try to keep you guys updated. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.